Africa, the country of Malawi. Almost 14 million people live here, half of them children. Every second citizen of this country is living with AIDS. On average, adult citizens die at the age of 37, leaving hundreds of thousands of children orphaned, doomed for hunger, vagrancy, and poverty. There are no orphanages and shelters here. Adults, as well as children, suffer from hunger, living on less than $1 per day and not being able to buy their children such necessities as clothes, blankets, or pillows. Quite often, people sleep on the floor and the bare ground, becoming easy prey for insects, snakes, and scorpions. And the absence of medical care leaves them no chance of survival. In the spring of 2005, Great Commission Ministries took the gospel to cities and villages in Malawi for the first time. The mission staff and missionaries were deeply moved by the people of this country as they got to know them and witnessed their outrageous poverty.
People living in Africa, regardless of their poverty and need, people who have nothing, no clothes, no food, still have joy in their faces.
While bringing the gospel to these people deprived of the most basic necessities, the mission workers began their evangelistic efforts with acts of service, thus answering the deepest needs of this country.
All of these women around us often spend sleepless nights because they have to look for drinking water for their families. There are a couple of water pumps nearby where they sell water for these people. However, the villagers do not have any money, so they have no choice other than drinking this water. Brothers and sisters, just look what these people have to drink. I have never imagined or thought that people could drink such water.
Having shared about the needs of Malawian citizens with American churches, the mission's workers were able to raise the finances necessary for drilling deep wells and setting up water pumps in 12 Malawian villages. Although it takes $5,000 to dig one well, the expense is justified. In every village where the drinking water problem was solved, the number of diseases and deaths drastically decreased.
I will always pray to the Lord for those who provided us with this help, always. We've never hoped to receive such a wonderful gift in our village. As a pastor, I'd like to thank you on behalf of all our church. We are so thankful to you for the gift you've given to our people. Now we have hope and living water that is not bringing us diseases or sicknesses. Thank you so much. Please keep doing this.
The sacrificial spirit of Christians from American churches allowed the Great Commission's ministry workers to provide clothing and regular nutrition to over 1,500 orphans in Malawi.
They receive hot food 2 times per day. Friends, I want this blessing to spread throughout Africa.
The help provided to the orphans opened the hearts of the locals towards these Christians, and the Malawian people began to gladly hear and receive the gospel. As a result, Malawian churches started growing in number and quality.
They have joy in Jesus Christ. When we visit them during their church services, it strikes us how solemnly and joyfully they bless, thank and sing praises to the Lord. Many of them repent.
Those ministering with Great Commission Ministries rejoice to see Malawians accepting Christ into their hearts and were able to promote the establishment and building of new Malawian churches. Working in close cooperation with these churches, the mission is helping them with building materials, food, clothes, and other essentials. This year, more than 100 bicycles were given to ministers in African churches. This will allow them to move about faster and to be able to provide better care for their congregations. The mission also began building a hotel for missionaries who are living out the Great Commission of Jesus Christ in a country which is dying without God. Since the average lifespan in Malawi is below 40 years, the issue surrounding salvation is urgent. If precious time today is lost, people will be lost for all eternity. However, with joint efforts, sacrifice, and devoted lives, thousands of lost people can be reached for Christ. May God help these efforts.
As we look ahead, we think and believe that God's blessing will be on this country through evangelism. It is our task to bring gospel to these people, and we are happy. that we can serve them and help people who will never be able to return us the favor. Dear friends, thank you so much for supporting our missionary ministry, for your prayers and contribution.
Золотится горбушка хлеба, а в далекой чужой земле косит голод людей свирепо. В нашей памяти злой провал, о нужде вспоминать нелепо. Мы лишь помним свои права, за гроши наедаться хлеба. Иисус говорит: я хлеб, значит жизни без Бога нету. Без Него душа как склеп, и мертва без Него планета. Иисус говорит: я хлеб, значит жизни без Бога нету. Без Него душа как склеп, и мертва без Него планета. Для голодного есть резон, за горбушку отдать именье, а у нас иногда как сон выметает горбушку веник. За обилие хлеба мы благодарны должны быть Богу, а настанет и время то, будет голод на Слово Божье. Иисус говорит: я хлеб, значит жизни без Бога нету. Без Него душа как склеп, и мертва без Него планета. Иисус говорит: я хлеб, значит жизни без Бога нету. Без Него душа как склеп, и мертва без Него планета. А у нас впереди итог, так помыслим хотя немножко. Если в доме хозяин Бог, мы не бросим на пол ни крошки. Если жизнь для тебя Иисус, если с Ним ты дорогу меришь, если горя познавший вкус, ты откроешь уставшему двери.